Welcome to httravel Diary, where every journey is a vivid story, connecting you to the magical beauty of the world. Join us through the vibrant streets, poetic villages, discover unique cultures, and enjoy unforgettable dishes. Today we invite you to Brazil, the land of the majestic Amazon, passionate samba, football matches that captivate the world, and the colorful carnival festival. From the charming Copacabana beach to the colorful old streets, Brazil is a place where emotions are sublimated, nature blends with the vibrant pace of life. Brazil is not just a destination, it is a passionate adventure. Leave a comment about your favorite place in Brazil, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next journeys. And now, let's start the journey with us, listening to the heartbeat of Brazil through each first frame. Brazil, a South American giant that invites you to embark on an adventure without limits. Covering nearly 8.5 million square kilometers, larger than Europe, Brazil is a living mosaic of contrasts. From vast primeval forests to modern cities with never-ending lights, from legendary festivals to peaceful rural villages. This is a country where wild nature and cultural diversity meet, creating an experience unlike any other on Earth. A population of over 215 million, as of 2025, makes up a dense, vibrant community, each an integral part of this multi-ethnic symphony. They all share a common language, Portuguese, which resonates like a haunting melody in every corner, from bustling neighborhoods to remote lands. The capital city of Brasilia, with its unique design, resembling a giant bird spreading its wings, is a symbol of the creativity and limitless aspirations of its people. São Paulo, the city that never sleeps, is a bustling financial center, where everything operates like the gears of a giant machine. Rio de Janeiro, with its majestic natural beauty, and the statue of Christ the Redeemer standing out on the top of Corcovado Mountain, is a symbol of irresistible charm. Salvador, where the colors of Afro-Brazilian culture permeate every corner, is the heart of a musical and culinary tradition with strong African influences. And it is impossible not to mention the Amazon forest, the green lungs of the planet, where the rich ecosystem and indigenous cultures have kept their values intact for centuries. Brazil is a living symphony between people, nature, and emotions. Every city is a chapter, every step is a note in a never-ending song. Join us on this journey to discover the culture and people of Brazil, where samba rhythms and burning hearts will keep you on your toes. Brazil is a land where the rhythm of life meets endless passion, a land where every moment is a dance. Carnival, the heart of Brazilian culture, explodes like a storm of color with dazzling parades, passionate music, and captivating dances that captivate millions of visitors every year. Samba with its pounding drums, bossa nova with its seductive rhythms, and capoeira, a martial art combined with powerful dance, create an irresistible musical atmosphere. It is these melodies that make Brazil a land where passion is always burning. Brazilian cuisine is no less special. Each dish is an emotional experience. Try feijoada, a delicious bean stew with a strong traditional flavor, pão de queijo, crispy cheese cakes, or churrasco, a rich grilled meat dish that will leave you speechless. Each dish is an invitation, a story about what makes Brazilian culinary culture rich. Brazilians, with their generous personalities and ever-present smiles, bring a warm atmosphere, as if you have found a home in the heart of this country. Their character is a blend of enthusiasm, optimism, and boundless joy for life. Every dance step, every handshake is a symbol of freedom and joy. Brazilian culture is a living picture, where tradition and modernity intertwine, creating an irresistible appeal. Next, we will continue our journey to discover Brazil's architectural masterpieces and heritage, where the past and the future blend to tell stories that will amaze you. Brazil is an open history book, where each building tells a story of creativity and resilience. The capital city of Brasilia, a UNESCO-recognized architectural masterpiece, rises like a futuristic dream with its bold airplane design, symbolizing the country's aspirations to reach further. In the heart of the city, modern buildings, wide avenues and highly artistic public works create a unique space where the past and the future blend, expressing the endless creativity of human beings. Brasilia is not only an administrative center but also a symbol of innovation, of dreams without limits. The mark of the Portuguese colonial period is still strong in the splendid Baroque and Rococo churches, with their elaborate domes and historic buildings that tell the story of a colorful time. These structures are steeped in a history of conquest, construction, and innovation, a testament to the power of humans to create and preserve cultural heritage. Ancient towns like Parati and Olinda transport you back to the 17th century, with their winding cobblestone streets, whitewashed houses, and red-tiled roofs, as if they were straight out of a living history painting. Salvador, the heart of Afro-Brazilian culture, shines with its ancient churches, music-filled streets, and enchanting candomblé rituals where spirituality and tradition come together. Every structure, every street corner in Brazil is part of a living history, where the past and present intertwine. From the majestic colonial domes to the bold designs of Brasilia, Brazil is a testament to the endless creativity of humans. Take this journey to discover Brazil's ecological treasures, where the Amazon bursts with life that will leave you speechless. Brazil is a jewel of life, a natural museum where all species sing in unison. This South American country is not only famous for its colorful festivals and vibrant music, but also for being the greatest biological treasure trove on the planet. With a vast area spanning many climates and terrains, from tropical rainforests to highlands, from swamps to endless coastlines, Brazil is home to millions of species of flora and fauna, from tiny creatures hiding in the foliage to powerful predators that rule the jungle. The graceful pink river dolphins snaking through the mysterious waters of the Amazon River, the majestic jaguars stalking every step in the darkness, the colorful macaws flying like sparkling rays of sunlight, or the mischievous giant otters playing in the waves, all create a vivid picture of life. Not only animals, but the plant world here is also so rich that it is overwhelming. You can see rare orchids blooming in the misty forest, or ancient trees that are thousands of years old reaching high into the sky. Brazil is home to more than 60,000 plant species and over 1,800 bird species, a number that continues to grow as scientists continue to discover more. The Pantanal, the world's largest wetland, is home to waterfowl, crocodiles, and especially jaguars, while the Atlantic forest, one of the world's most threatened ecosystems, is home to countless endemic species found only here. Each ecoregion is a magical chapter in the living book that is Brazil. The preservation of these ecosystems is not only the responsibility of Brazilians, but also the responsibility of all humanity. Join us as we continue our journey to explore Brazil's majestic landscapes, where nature displays its power and beauty that will leave you in awe. Brazil is a place where nature tells great stories, where every landscape is a masterpiece of creation. This vast South American country possesses natural wonders that leave anyone who sets foot in awe of its wild and rich beauty. With diverse terrain ranging from dense forests, plateaus, rivers and streams to endless coastlines, Brazil is a paradise for souls who long to touch the pristine grandeur of Mother Nature. The Amazon rainforest, considered the giant green lungs of the earth, is a mysterious and majestic world. Here, rivers meander like blood vessels flowing through the living body of the planet, blending with the endless dense canopy, protecting millions of rare species of flora and fauna. From mischievous monkeys, colorful poisonous frogs to jaguars quietly hunting in the shade of the forest, the Amazon is a space where life fully demonstrates its strength and fragility. Iguaçu Falls, one of the world's most magnificent natural wonders and recognized by UNESCO, is a breathtaking sight, with hundreds of waterfalls pouring down from a height of over 2 kilometers. The resounding sound of falling water blends with the mist to create brilliant rainbows, a vivid symphony of nature, engraved in the mind of anyone who has ever stood before it. Meanwhile, famous beaches such as Copacabana and Ipanema in Rio de Janeiro have a wild and charming beauty. The golden sand, the waves are constantly lapping, and the atmosphere is full of life where sports, street music, and Brazilian festivals come together to create a unique identity. Not to be missed is the Pantanal, the largest wetland on the planet, an ideal place for those who are passionate about exploring wildlife. Alligators sunning themselves, lynxes stalking their prey, birds soaring in the vast expanse, all create a vibrant land where you can feel the raw breath of the earth. Next, we will explore the indigenous culture of Brazil, where ancient traditions and connections to the deep forest will open up a world of color and spirituality. Brazil is a place where the indigenous spirit blends with the rhythm of the deep forest, where ancient values are still alive through each generation. Spread across the vast Amazon region is home to more than 300 indigenous tribes, communities that have existed and developed for thousands of years. From the strong Kayapa warriors with their unique culture, to the Yanomami people living hidden in the jungle, each tribe carries with them their own distinct traditions with unique languages, beliefs, and rituals. They live in harmony with nature, relying on the jungle for hunting, gathering, and maintaining sacred spiritual rituals, showing deep respect for the land, the sky, and their ancestors. Many tribes still maintain an isolated lifestyle, far from the influence of the modern world, in order to fully preserve the cultural values that have been passed down through many generations. Colorful festivals with drums echoing in the wilderness, traditional dances full of symbols, and costumes made of feathers and beads all are vivid evidence of the close connection between people and the jungle. The resilience and identity of these communities is not only a precious heritage of humanity, but also a strong voice calling for the protection of the living environment and the preservation of cultural diversity in the context of increasingly widespread modernization. These values are spiritual treasures that the world needs to learn and cherish. From ceremonial dances in the jungle to the breath of tradition intact in indigenous life, the creative spirit of Brazilians does not stop there. Let's discover how they put their soul into every stroke of paint, every piece of fabric, every craft, where art becomes the voice of history, culture, and passion. Brazil is a place where art explodes like a never-ending fire, lighting up the soul of this land. Here, art is not only present in museums but also permeates every street corner, every beat of daily life, as an essential part of the breath of Brazil. In São Paulo, the most vibrant urban center of South America, street art is not simply decoration, it is a voice. Huge graffiti spread across high-rise walls or small alleys, telling stories of social injustice, the desire for peace, and love for the homeland. One typical example is the Vila Madalena neighborhood, where colors and modern ideas blend boldly. The name of Tarsila do Amaral, the woman who laid the foundation for Brazilian modernism, still resonates in contemporary art. Her colorful, bold paintings are the crystallization of indigenous folklore and the spirit of innovation. Folk art is also a treasure to be treasured. Hand-carved earthenware pots with meticulous attention to detail, mysterious ritual masks from Amazonian rituals, vibrant hand-woven brocades, each with its own regional flair. From the strong Afro-Brazilian style of Bahia to the deep Amazonian indigenous patterns, all tell a story of origins, aspirations, and identity. Continuing our journey, we will explore football, Brazil's second religion, where passion and glory meet on every pitch. Brazil is a place where football is not just a sport, but the heartbeat of an entire nation. With a record of 5 World Cup titles, Brazil is not only the most successful country in the history of world football, but also the cradle of immortal legends. Here, every child born seems to carry within them the dream of wearing the yellow and green jersey, and each generation adds a brilliant chapter to the epic of Brazilian football. From the dusty fields in the slums to the brightly lit sanctuaries like Maracana or Murumbai, football is the red thread that connects the rich and the poor, the urban and the rural, creating an unmistakable identity. Pelé, the king of football, is an eternal symbol of technique, dedication and ambition. Zico is the embodiment of classic beauty, with his mesmerizing feat. Romario, like a silent assassin, always surprises the opponent. Ronaldinho, the artist of the field with a radiant smile and magician-like dribbling. Neymar, the representative of the new generation, continues to spread the burning passion, bringing modern style and constantly breaking through. In Brazil, football is a festival, a dream, a breath of life. Children play with anything that can roll, oranges, beer cans, or dried coconuts. Adults follow each match with their hearts pounding, as if it were their own destiny. Every goal is a shout of joy, every beautiful move is a song of endless faith and love. And when your heart is beating to the samba rhythm of Brazilian football, let us take you on a journey of discovery, where practical travel tips will help you live every moment in this brilliant land. Brazil is poised to be the adventure of your life. To fully explore Brazil, plan your visit between May and October, when the dry season brings pleasant weather, ideal for everything from the Amazon to gorgeous beaches like Copacabana. This vast country demands flexibility in how you get around. Flying is a quick option for covering long distances, while overnight buses are economical and comfortable for shorter journeys. Safety is always a top priority. Avoid favelas unless you have a trusted guide, and always be careful with your belongings in crowded areas. A quick tip for blending in. Learn a few simple Portuguese phrases like obrigado, thank you, por favor please, or tudo bom. Is everything okay? These phrases will not only help you communicate more easily, but will also open up friendly smiles from the locals, making you feel like part of the community. Try enjoying Brazilian coffee at a small cafe, join a samba class, or simply chat with the locals to feel their warm hearts. With careful preparation, you will not only see Brazil but also live its vibrant rhythm. But Brazil is not just a destination, it is a living story waiting for you to discover unexpected pages. Let's explore interesting facts and unique perspectives that even many tourists have never known. Brazil is a treasure trove of surprises, where every story opens up a new perspective on this magical land. Once the only empire in the Americas under the reign of Dom Pedro II, Brazil has a rich history, with ancient palaces, ancient libraries, and heroic histories that are still told through each generation. These imprints are still intact in the magnificent architectural works and historical relics that reflect the development and ups and downs of this country. Brazil is not only famous for the Amazon forests or the Carnival Festival, but also the world's leading coffee exporter. From strong cups of coffee in small cafes in Rio to major cities around the world, Brazil has shaped coffee culture and become a symbol of creativity and integration. Favelas, despite being associated with poverty and danger, are home to a vibrant youth culture, where funk, hip-hop and graffiti music flourish, a testament to the community's creativity and resilience. Brazilian literature also shines with famous names such as Paulo Coelho, Jorge Amado, and Clarice Lispector, who have left a deep impression on readers around the world. Brazil is not just a tourist destination but also a multidimensional picture, where history, art and life intersect, creating a country full of emotions. Every trip to Brazil is a journey of discovery, opening up stories that never end. And now, as the journey comes to an end, let us wrap up those intense impressions into an unforgettable memory. Brazil is an endless symphony, where the pulse of life beats in every moment. This is the land of the majestic Amazon, where nature tells great stories, of fiery samba, where people dance with passion, and of the dazzling carnival, where all the senses are lit up. If you crave a journey that will make your heart flutter, Brazil is the perfect answer. From the sparkling beaches of Copacabana, the intense football matches at the Maracana Stadium, to the ancient alleys of Parody that seem to have stepped out of the past, every corner of Brazil is an invitation to live life to the fullest. This is not just a trip, but an opportunity to immerse yourself in joy, passion, and unforgettable memories. Brazil will awaken all the senses, leaving you with stories that will be forever engraved in your heart. Leave a comment about what you are most looking forward to when you come to Brazil, share your dreams, and subscribe to the channel to continue discovering wonderful journeys with us.